Now, back to Coastal Living on KZTV.
At some point in our lives, many of us take on a health and wellness journey. But I think at the end of the day, we're all looking for fitness tips and ways to just stay healthy so we can live longer. Local trainer Sky is going to give us some pointers on staying healthy. Let's take a look.
What is going on, family? So here's the thing. This is going to go out to all my guys out there because one of the most common questions I get is how to lose your chest fat. You see, when it comes to losing your chest fat, there's 3 categories that we need to cover. And now the reason I say 3 scenarios is because there's one that I don't want to cover, and that's gynecomastia, which is essentially building up of a lump underneath the chest or breast tissue, which typically happens due to a hormonal imbalance like during puberty, using extra exogenous hormones, or even just genetically. Now back to my point, you're in one of 2 camps. Either you are overweight and or obese and you just have extra fat accumulating in this area, or you're someone who is considered skinny fat and you have a lack of muscle mass as well as some extra body fat. Now we're gonna cover both the training and the nutrition. In both scenarios, you need to build up the muscle in your chest, guys. And the reason I say it like that is because oftentimes you'll see people pushing chest workouts or do this chest workout to lose your chest fat, and the workouts that they're recommending is some higher rep work trying to burn fat in the area, and you can't do that. But what you can do is, because your chest is divided into 3 parts, the clavicular fibers, the sternal fibers, and the costal fibers, or your lower chest, the more muscle you have in this area, the bigger or greater surface area that the fat has to cover. And I'm gonna say this again, you can't spot reduce body fat, but you can spot build muscle, and that's what we're gonna do with this. Now my recommendation when it comes to the training is doing at least 2 pressing exercises as well as 1 fly exercise twice per week. And now for the diet. Although I can't recommend something specifically, you need to know this. You gotta get yourself into a calorie deficit and be in a calorie deficit more often than not until you see the results that you want to see. Now, a calorie deficit is going to look different for everyone, but also when it comes to the diet side, you need to make sure you're eating enough protein. And this is because in both of these scenarios, we have extra body fat. And with extra body fat means extra energy, because fat is just stored energy. And the reason I'm saying you need to get into a calorie deficit and not go on a bulk to try and put on size is because the extra body fat, the extra energy that you have on your body, is going to be relinquished as you're in a deficit and utilized as energy to help build muscle. Granted, you're training enough and you're eating enough protein. You see, guys, this weight loss thing, this fat loss thing is not super complex, but it's gonna take time, effort, consistency, and a calorie deficit to lose a chest fat. Now, I do appreciate anyone and everyone who's watching this. Now, I do have specific workouts if you need an idea on my Instagram, which will be linked here.
Well, it's been quite the journey this past few months with Bodies by Adam as I strive to get myself back in shape and feeling like my best self postpartum. This is something a lot of women can struggle with, and this is exactly why I'm so excited about the journey that I'm on. I want to show you all that it's all about dedication, endurance, and really just believing in yourself and pushing through. I think one of the biggest mistakes we all make when it comes to becoming mothers and having babies at home is just that we don't have time for ourselves, and I can 100% relate to that now. But this journey has really taught me that it's about scheduling time for myself, that it's okay to prioritize my baby, my family, and my friends, but it's so important to put aside time for myself. The exercise has come fairly easy. I enjoy exercising. Putting the time aside was the hard part. I even had to figure out a way to get some cardio in at home because cardio is not my thing. As you can see here, I'm kind of struggling. But at the end of the day, I think the most challenging thing about losing weight can truly be the nutrition. And the really cool thing about this plan with Bodies by Adam is the fact that he provides a nutrition plan that really specifies exactly what to eat, and it really nails down your macros. So here you can see sort of an example of what I was eating on a regular basis, prepping. Now, this has expressed some challenges for me, and I'm trying to keep up, with baby. Like I said, you got to do what you got to do. Either way, I have made progress. Yes. Do I want to see more? Absolutely. Here I am back in training in the studio with Adam, something I'm going to continue to do. We're modifying my plan. We're going to change up my diet a little bit and see if I can speed up my results just a bit. So really there's no excuses. It's just a matter of sticking to the plan and fighting for those results. Thank you all so much for following me on this journey. It is not easy to share this kind of stuff, but if it inspires one person, it's all worth it. All right, so that's my journey so far, and I don't have time to elaborate too much, but I will admit that it's been difficult as a new mom. And at the end of the day, I understand that there's different types of people in this world, and there are people that when you're on a mission, you're going to make it happen. So my diet and my plan requires me to do cardio 7 days a week. To this day, and it's been almost 3 months, I have not completed 1 week solid of doing that cardio. Those little things and those big commitments all add up to the results that you're looking for. The mentality behind this diet is that yes, it may feel extreme and like something that you can enjoy, which I do find ways to enjoy it. But at the end of the day, you just work your booty off until you get the results you're looking for, and then you can scale back on the diet and some of the exercise to maintain the body that you're happy with. So I'm going to keep you guys posted on this, and I truly want to hear from you. If you want to learn more, I'm going to share this later on social media. Please tell me, and I'm happy to get on our stories on Instagram and tell you guys more about this. But it really does come down to just prioritizing yourself.